Where's she gone?
Welcome to Waifu Wawa. I'm Mark, up there.
I'm Benton.
And over here.
I'm Zach.
And we have some unfortunate news, actually, due to some editing errors, if you want to call it that. We lost an entire episode. We don't have the footage for episode 6, Binary Two-Step. Overall, I believe I remember liking the episode overall, if I can say at least that much. What were your thoughts on it, Denton?
Well, I don't think any of us thought it prudent to rewatch the episode for the sake of viewers watching us watch the episode, and we definitely weren't going to sit here and fake react to everything. That just sucks for everybody involved.
Never a fake reaction.
Right. Gotta be authentic on here. You know, we're authentic. We want to bring you how we truly feel, how we truly react. We don't want to fake anything, fake a truth, fake how we actually feel.
I know there's some YouTubers out there that I'm not gonna name names, but
or react to it like this. That's their 10th time watching it, and they're gonna like fake react.
Yeah, that's just we're not good actors, you know. I mean, that's not our profession.
We'll fail at it. We try to do it again.
But no, a quick rundown of the episode for those of you who still haven't seen episode 6, Binary Two-Step by now. Pretty much starts off with Jet having a little bit of a conversation with a mechanic he has hired to check out the Bebop's issues, just to find out that it's needs a new part to essentially do like fast and significant travel or whatever. And fast forwards to them finding out through an informant, and the first time we've heard mention of the classic and fan favorite anime character Radical Ed. It seems, at least the vibe I picked up from that conversation, is like Ed's informed Jet or the Bebop about the Sai Baba machine person.
The fact that it wasn't real at all.
Yeah, the fact that it wasn't, it wasn't at all real. And just the Dr. Londes episode. Those of you who've seen the anime know what I mean when I say Dr. Londes. But they adapted that story of the anime. They very much dumbed it down. Partially. Yeah, they dumbed it down. They made it a little less intricate. I scarcely want to say less interesting. I still enjoyed the episode very much. What they did, they took a lot of the heavy dynamics out of the Dr. Londes, the introduction to Radical Ed and all that. But yeah, Spike goes into a virtual reality where this machine is programmed to steal people's consciousness by making them detach from their emotional hold to their consciousness, and it was a lot more interesting to see than it is to hear me explain, obviously. But
there was some
a lot of in-playing about Faye getting a railgun that everybody was telling her was a scam at the beginning, and of course the railgun comes in to be the thing that saves the day for them blowing up the machine or the computer of Dr. Londes. Also a little bit of a situation between Faye and the mechanic. What was her name? Mel?
I
have no idea.
What's her name?
Mel,
I think it was. I think it was Mel.
She was an original.
They like bonded over the railgun.
Yeah, they bonded over the railgun. I'm all for love interests, but not for the sake of just giving somebody a fucking love interest. I mean, it seemed like a very forced introduction, and it's like I have a gun, look at it, and then Mel was like, I have a tattoo of a gun, you want to bang? And then they banged. And it's like, it just seemed all very like, let's make these two beautiful women have a relationship with each other for the sake of having these two beautiful women have a relationship with each other.
Spicy
go
scenes,
somewhere
I
in the
guess.
future. Yeah, I mean, it could
Spicy.
go somewhere in the future. I'm all for things leading to character development if the characters develop. Point blank, period. But that was essentially the rundown of the episode. Um, uh, I don't think I'm forgetting anything.
Not anything real important, anyways. Those were the big
Yeah.
plot points of the episode, at least the things that stuck out to me. So,
Correct. But while I have reigns, my overall thought of the episode, I did enjoy it. I gave it, I think, an overall 7 out of 10.
yeah, I remember
which was-
following suit and giving it a 7
Well,
also.
Yeah,
spoke my
I
piece
remember.
about-
I gave it a 5.
Spoke my piece about Faye's love scene. I would have enjoyed it a little bit more if it seemed a little more thought out. I would have seen Mel on the Bebop for like an episode or two, seen them form a relationship of some sort before just hopping right in the bed. But who's to know what becomes of that? Whatever.
You know how them young
That's all
kids
we're
are
thinking,
today.
man. Yeah, you know.
I just want to see Faye's. Overall, I'd like to see the writers take Faye's character seriously, and I just don't think that they have at this point. To put it blank, her character's written like shit. The actress is doing as Daniela Pineda, something like that. I'm sorry. I had it brought up on my phone last time. I don't this time. But yeah, she's doing the best she can with what is being written for her, but it's like, hey man, not everything out of this character's mouth has to be a joke or something that's supposed to be sarcastic or make her a smart aleck. Like, it's just, the character can be serious and funny at the same time.
Yeah, if you don't balance it out, it becomes tiresome.
Yeah, it's like I'm
Too one-dimensional.
investing in the character that I'm trying to invest in. But if I'm able to, I found at this point, 6 episodes in, if I'm able to set the anime aside, I'm much more able to enjoy the series for what it is, without being able to anticipate the next anime moment I want to see or expect to see next. No, I think that's really what was a big contribution as to why I like this episode so much. Is I just took this episode purely for what it was and enjoyed it.
Yep.
It wasn't too bad, but yeah, I like the liberties they're taking, the offshoots, the way that they're adapting things from the source material slightly differently. But man, if you don't, they'd get away with it with a lot more fans if they would have just kept the core trio dynamic between Jet, Faye, and Spike. I just really think if they keep the 3 broken loners that have more in common with each other than anybody else in the universe, I think if they just kept that dynamic, they could have done whatever the fuck they wanted to with everything else. I really do.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
That's what people are really here for. That's what fans wanted. They wanted to see those 3 characters. I think if you just give them those 3, they'd have been happy. Me, I'm happy with what I've seen so far. I don't hate it. I don't think it's been a waste of my time. I don't think it's ruined the anime. But I would like to see them do some things better. But that's where I'm at. Sorry to take up so much time.
It's all good. And yeah.
Zach, anything to add?
Yeah, I mean, I think the the series is definitely well produced. You know, the actors are great, and they're doing what they can with the writing, and that's unfortunately where it is. The writing is so poor, and I don't think it's so much, you know, that people are looking forward to the anime moment. I think it's that they see that the anime moment is brought up in the episode, and they're like, okay, let's see where it goes. And 9 times out of 10, kind of like shrew away from what makes the story from the anime so special in the anime. You know, and I think people, you know, if they like Cowboy Bebop as it is, the IP as it is, and the characters, you know, they're going to like the characters in any sort of story setting as long as it's somewhat decent. And, you know, people appreciate that, you know, that's how people enjoy it. But I think when people want to hear Cowboy Bebop's an anime or adapting the anime, they kind of look forward to what made those anime moments so special. But I still can see for what it is and all the money they dumped into it. You know, bravo to them. But that's it's my feel on it. 6 episodes in. See how they adapt the end, because they do adapt the end of the anime in the series. So, and they still, like with the Radical Ed, like with all these things that are happening, Ed was with them with all these things that are happening, which is kind of strange. You're not even having Ed in here with all these things happening. He's still kind of,
which I'm fine with if you're taking time to develop the characters, but you're not. So it's like you're throwing Ed to the side for the sake of nothing, really, at this point. I mean, like,
and that's where there's issues, because when you expect people to know these characters, the people that are going to know these characters are the people that are here because they love the anime. So you're going to confuse new viewers and upset people who are here for that reason. So that was just my that's how I looked at it.
It's just anime is although it's more popular now than it has ever been, it's still a very niche entertainment source. It's very niche, specific sort of media for people to consume, and we're just not at the point where any Tom, Dick, and Harry is going to pick up a series called Cowboy Bebop because it looks interesting. A huge reason it was canceled is because there's an abrupt and almost immediate die-off the week after the series was put out of watchers, and it's because the people that were going to watch it were fans, and we're going to watch it within the first week of it being released. This isn't, I mean, just to look at shows that are currently on, I don't know if the viewers can, I don't know if you're recording the screen or not right now, Mark. I mean, like, it's not something like Ozark, where it's similar to a TV drama that's just on Netflix.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to have that same sense of rewatchability and captability. You're not going to grab people between the ages of 45 and 50 with a title like Cowboy Bebop. You're not.
No, but still surprisingly, I can't believe, like, my grandfather's been watching sci-fi shows since they've been around, you know what I mean? And he started this on his own, and he said he likes it.
Yeah. So, it's just Netflix's marketing of the series could have been a lot better. You don't need to market something as an anime adaptation. I mean, if we know what the anime is, we're going to know it's an anime adaptation. You don't need to advertise it as such. You need to find the people that have never heard of this, and you need to get them gravitated towards it. And Netflix didn't fucking do that. Didn't fucking do that shit at all. Yeah, not even remotely,
there's still
man.
rumors of the petition to get it back. I haven't really looked into that, so I don't
it's
know.
It's over 100,000 signatures, but petitions do fuck all for corporate America anymore. I mean, unless you know what I mean, like, unless it's for a hot button topic right now. You're just not going to get anywhere with it. There we go. Fuck.
It's all internet petitions and, like.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Nobody cares about that, really. So.
Yeah. Well, that's 100,000 people that probably already have subscriptions, and we're not going to get any more money from. So we don't care about their opinion.
Very true. But yeah, let's hop right into this next one, though. Let's see, episode 7 of Cowboy Bebop.
Sure, episode 7, Galileo Hustle.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Let's see, I'm not going to read that. Let's just get it popping here.
Get right into it, yep. Nothing else, let's just jump into it.
I'm but a simple man with simple taste.
Bane.
Still with the migrants?
8 days and counting.
Migraines are for his time in the Londis system.
The big,
The episode that we didn't record.
speak from experience, recent.
Oh, we did, but Austin,
Oh, is she gonna brag about sex after one orgasm? She's that person.
Come to realize, flipping
What she was
through all
on.
of this fine literature,
Don't care.
I've been spending way too much time limiting myself. Life's a buffet.
Thought it was a dinner party.
Yeah, whatever it is, I'm ready to eat.
Listen, not to upend your journey. But you know that's not real, right? Fantasy.
What I can't tell is real is whether or not I'm into butts or boobs. Like bubble butts.
It's definitely the question amongst the gentlemen. Are you a boobs or a butt guy?
Big
I like a
mommy,
good bass.
big mommy milkers milking. Yes, mommy.
Yeah. It's the thigh ass.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Darling. Miss me?
Oh,
Oh, you didn't knock that old bitch out with that one hit?
Get that one for free. You got some
Sturdy.
false ovaries coming in here after everything you did. I need a lift.
That's the ovaries.
What? Oh, honey. You, you want me to be your interstellar taxi service now? In exchange for your identikit? Absolutely. Don't even try to pretend that you don't want it. Where?
This is different.
In a hurry.
See, like, I'd just torture her until she gave it to me.
yeah. Now that I know you have it.
But I think that just speaks more about me as a person than it does Faye as a person.
Yeah, you're terrible.
Let me get to Santa. Hey, so my mom was wondering if we could give her a ride to Santa City.
No can do. Ship's grounded after Kimmy's recital.
You have a child? How old?
She just turned 8.
Oh, children are such a gift and so sweet at that age. Enjoy it. Because when the hormones hit, everything changes.
Ain't that the truth?
Jet, you know, if we leave now, we can get to Santa City in plenty of time for the recital. No, Faye, it's fine. I can't ask a father to miss his daughter's recital just to help me with my personal problems. I'll survive. Hopefully.
Well, that begs a follow-up.
You see, I'm on the lam. From my husband.
Faye's dad?
No, he was many husbands ago, God rest his soul.
Jet, Santo does have the best comms infrastructure of any city. What? I got a soft spot for mommies.
You're a sick man.
There you go, Mark.
Means. Mommies make the pain go
Always
away.
make the pain go away.
Dumpling recipe. Got it from a rogue monk on the far side of Triton. A face favorite growing up, isn't that right, darling? Ah, sure was.
Jet, man, we got
Rogue
plenty of
monk.
things
That's gonna be my next D&D character.
We do it for Faye.
Monk.
Monk rogue. Yeah.
Fine, forget Faye. Do it for the dumplings.
All right.
How long have you known?
Not long.
So he's just out there? In the world?
As far as I know.
Where?
Didn't say. Just that he works as a cowboy. Goes by Spike Spiegel.
Did you ask about me?
What do you think?
You should have told me. I could have gone to him.
To what end?
Weren't you the one telling me in this very office that I should leave Vicious?
Not like this.
That I had a choice?
Vicious knows Spike is alive. And he is not going to stop hunting him until one of the two of them is dead. If you run to him,
Wonder which one that's gonna be.
and looking over your shoulder, wondering when Vicious blade will come.
Don't really know at this point.
To say that won't happen if I stay.
Arms crossed, defensive.
Right.
Like he's cornered or something. What do you think that's about?
Who understands the vagaries and minutiae of the mother-daughter relationship? Not me.
He's just eating that.
I don't give a fuck. This shit tastes good.
That you're a fucking liar and I should turn you in. Try these panties on. If I'm locked up, you can French kiss all hopes of ever knowing your past. Goodbye.
I don't know. They really look related. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Fine.
Don't do it. Spike said it's a new beginning.
Twist of lemon is what makes the magic.
So, Whitney, what was Faye like as a kid?
A delight and a terror. She ever tell you about her one-woman band? Her botched quinceañera? When she auditioned for the Miss Ganymede pageant?
What? You never told me you were from Ganymede. I'm a Salter.
Oh, I thought you were from Europa.
No, I moved there for my ex-wife. We go to high school.
Oh shit.
Almost.
Yeah,
You thought.
yeah, he caught on to that shit. He's like, all right.
That is an impressive rap sheet. I think I might actually like her even more.
She's a goddamn con artist. Either Faye's getting taken or...
Well, she's in on it.
Oh, shit. Here's the thing. I don't know Whitney. I do know Whitney, but she got me out of cryo sleep pretending to be my mom.
So you have brain damage.
No. Yes. I don't know, dickwad. All I know is that when I woke up, I didn't remember who I was, where I was from, or why I was there. I didn't even know my own name. So that's the scam. Whitney wakes up amnesiacs, pretends to be their family, steals their benefits.
Why didn't you tell us? You could have been straight with us.
Whitney has my identikit. The stuff inside it should tell me who I am.
So, blackmail.
Even more reason why you should have said something. We would have had
Totally
you back.
doesn't have that identikit. In case that wasn't obvious. Totally doesn't have it.
I just needed a ride, so I...
You lied. I brought you on my goddamn ship. In my home. You played me.
I always did have my suspicions.
Fucking dick.
Sorry. I fucked up.
I believe you have one of mine aboard your ship.
The hell? Pirate broadcasting on our systems.
Inspect your security is, unfortunately for you, quite garbage. Labov moya, did you truly believe you could run from me?
Do you know this guy? Mickey.
Oh man.
Ex-husband.
I thought I very clearly told you to fuck off.
Yes, was most clear. And the only reason you aren't sucking stardust in the icy vacuum of space is because of vows I made.
Vows? He's your husband?
You guys are married?
Allow me to handle this. You want me, you're gonna have to go through my friends first.
Oh.
God.
Nope.
You
Nope.
disgusting.
Like, chill, just take her.
Can't turn her in until she...
We, there is no we here. I'm turning her in. You lied and brought your con man aboard my ship. Now the Iron Mink's all over my ass.
Fairness, it is a little bit of a we problem.
All I wanted to do today was get a decent signal so I don't miss my daughter's goddamn recital.
Two fields. Aromas of wild berries and dark chocolate. Hedonistic body. And a deep finish with lingering hints.
Reminds me of when I taste my enemy's testicles.
It's a little salty. Damn.
Shall I come back after the mincing and preening part of the day is over?
And that's how they thought of Kill Bill.
There they are. There's the testicles, ladies, and there they are. He pickles them, of course. Why not?
Oh.
I love it. I mean, I don't love it, but I love that they're leaning into it.
And
texture can't be good. Oh, and he licks the knife. It's a power move if I've ever seen one. I'm gonna eat a human testicle in front of this man.
Let's bump it to 3% before I eat your balls.
Consider us settled.
A little salty.
And green.
Doesn't have enough salt on it.
I like him as a character.
Salt bait on my nuts.
It bothers me how much they look like pickled eggs, though. It really does.
Yeah.
Sorry, pickled eggs are gross too.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of them either. Weird people eat pickled eggs. Like, why?
I like to think we make each other happy.
You guys are the only ones I know that agree with me. Everybody else, like shoves two at a time. Then I'm like,
yeah, they're not good.
They are. It's a lie. The biggest lie I told everyone.
Maybe that's on you.
How do we give this hard-boiled egg a more offensive odor and flavor? I know. Let's put it in vinegar. And add beets for some fucking reason. I don't know.
It's like some medieval shit, man. That's some really
and then they
shit, man.
And then they pretended it tasted good for 5,000 years. And here we are.
Yo, that's some shit. That's some shit that Rolf would come up with on that Ed and Eddie. Like,
oh man.
You dare pickle my eggs, and boy?
Shit! What? Kimmy's recital's about to start. I'm gonna take the call in there.
Whoa. How long is this gonna take?
As long as it takes.
What do you want me to do about this?
Figure it out, Spike.
You expect me to deal with the world's most notorious arms dealer
Oh, here's the kick-ass scene with Spike, and it's gonna be away, and Jet's gonna come back, and all these people are gonna be beat up in the middle of the square, and he's like, "What?" He's gonna be like, "Ugh."
probably.
Watch. I knew it.
Nick of time, pal.
You won't believe the shit I went through to get here.
On the job?
Something like that. Flew with the peonies.
Yeah, it's more wow for the woo than the lilies, you know?
Can Jet only see what he's in now? You know what I mean? How's that
I know,
work?
that's what I'm wondering.
Can he see the outside too? Did not, because he's probably gonna hear all the commotion and fighting and stuff, and he's not gonna hear it though.
Imagine people on the bus having those things, bro. You wouldn't know what was going on. Everybody's just talking to
People
themselves.
on the bus. Oh yeah.
Like if we
all the
had
time
them
like
things,
that. Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be too dangerous.
You think texting and driving is bad?
Man.
It's alright, the Teslas drive for us.
Yeah, pretty much, yep.
Because what he is in at the recital, that's not actually him.
Yeah.
That's just a projector, so you would almost forget that's not your real body for what I mean, if you're in it for that long.
What do you do when somebody comes in and just sits in that seat that's actually empty?
Either your parents are long dead or
Well,
he's
they
sitting in your projector.
I was sitting here. No, you're not.
not really.
Not really.
Are you?
Ah, look. I knew it.
It's almost how Chofi said it would be.
You mean it's exactly how I said it would be.
It's funnier the way they did it. It's so funny.
Just fight him in the background.
Yeah.
True, unless he doesn't come out of it.
No, he'll go out there.
What happened?
He'll go out there.
Yeah.
Mike will be out of breath. Your God. How is the recital?
Yeah, he's gonna say, yeah.
That'll absolutely be the first thing out of Spike's mouth when he says, "How's the recital?"
Yes. It's gonna be. He's gonna be doing this.
Bro, he's
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
VHS, yep.
Fuck are you?
Yeah. It's crazy how soon people are saying that. Like today.
Yeah.
I bet you a kid picked one of those up yesterday and said that exact thing. What the fuck are you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. Good as can be, actually.
Oh,
I've gotta go.
Good seeing you.
You too.
Oh, hey, how's Kimmy? Good, really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Same thing.
Almost. Close enough, right? Yeah, see?
The mink?
Close enough.
Wait, that's not the mink. Where's the mink?
I don't know. Look just like him, though. I swear to God.
The only thing in there? That was it.
It's a mink. That's a replimink.
No.
How did you find me?
Come for you.
I put only one tracker on you? That's right, my pretty Zyka.
Oh, darling heart, I wasn't very good to you. I'm not proud of that.
Very sweet moment. But deeply unpleasant for me. Because now I must kill you too. Dmitri, давай!
Saddle stitch.
Пиздец.
No way. No way. No way.
Did you really need to off poor Dmitri?
Yes, sorry.
That wasn't what I think it was it?
He heard the safe word.
It was. I get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry.
What?
That was roleplay.
Now
They used the safe word.
make love.
What? Yes, we will.
Get the fuck out of here.
What the fuck?
I'm over it.
How hurt do you have to be? How ruined sexually must you be that this is...
Did this out of some kind of a kink role play? I told you, fantasies can be made real.
Oh, my beautiful Slutka. The things I will do to you now.
What?
What about her?
I sent Gregor to fetch her. She has family. Perhaps I put tracker on her too.
You're gonna need them.
It just was... One man took a ship.
That's my girl.
That's the ship, by the way, if anybody recognized. That is Faye's ship from the anime.
Yeah.
Whatever. I should have trusted you both.
Myself 15 years from now, it's almost impossible to imagine. alone, or is there a wonderful person sitting next to me? To you? Knowing me, I'm sure you're causing all kinds of trouble to all kinds of people. Even though you don't. It's gonna be alright. Today you are who you are today. You're still me, but no version. And you're not perfect, but you got a lot to give. So always remember, I'm rooting for your future self. You can do it, alright? Go me, go me, go me. Yay! Did you get it?
I got it.
How was it? Did I do okay?
You were beautiful, sweetheart.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay.
Easy go.
Yeah, let's.
See, yeah, it's unfortunate they didn't do the whole venture out to get a TV, a VHS player, and
It was a really cool way to set, just how advanced and in the future the world was. Is these people, not only do they not know what a VHS is they've got to go on this wild goose chase to find some way to play this fucking thing.
Yeah.
But I guess don't know what a VHS tape is, but yet they have what it needs to play a VHS tape.
I mean,
Okay,
Faye didn't know what one. Well, it's weird because, if anything, Faye would know what one was because she's the only one alive.
I thought about that too, but then
Amnesia.
You could the Amnesia. Yep.
Yeah.
At the same time, man, you could clear up the fact that Jet has a VHS just for the simple fact that, maybe in this,
he's a tech junkie
of the Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, he is. And
he's a
this
tech junkie.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But yeah, fuck was this episode's name?
Galileo Hustle.
Yeah, Galileo Hustle. Appropriately named. Definitely. An adaptation of what was, sentimentally speaking, one of my favorite episodes from the anime. And that's Faye getting that VHS of her past self. Brought a tear to my eye the first time I saw it in the anime. I think I'm a little desensitized to the scene now. It didn't hit me quite the same way, but it doesn't hit me the same way when I rewatch the anime either. But
no,
it's nice to see that. It's nice to see that in there for the character. Hopefully, we start to see her start to molt and change into a more serious person. She seemed less cringy this episode. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's my big bit of I guess that's my big opinion on the episode. I really like the VHS bit that they do. It's really nice. I like that they're replacing that douchebag that got her out of cryo sleep with somebody that's conned her into believing that it's her mother.
Yeah.
But the relationship still sort of pans out the same way. There's a lot of resentment after the falling out between the two of them. Ends up with them meeting back up later for Faye to gain a little bit of sympathy as to why Whitney did what she did. It's not personal. It's not because there's some vendetta between Whitney. It's simply Whitney and Faye. It's simply because this is how Whitney survives. This is her job. If they catch bounties, she cons people to get her way. It's never personal.
Yep.
So to see her grow sympathetic towards that, just to find out that once again she's being brought through the ringer over something is, I wasn't sure how I felt about the safe word and the roleplay thing at first. Now I think it really just adds to what a big piece of shit Whitney is and the length she will go through to get what she wants and do what she wants to do. And Faye understands that and steals their fucking shit. Good for her. Good for her. Glad to see that. Glad to see that. But yep, that is my opinion on episode 7. I rank it higher than last episode. I give this one an 8 out of 10. I really like this episode. I liked it a lot. I don't have a lot of bad to say about it.
Okay.
The Jet bit with the recital was, I mean, clearly a little predictable. We all saw what was coming one way or another, but I still really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like this episode a little bit more than the last one. You know, I think they did that, like the whole scene with Spike and stuff, the action, and Jet just doing his own thing. It was very almost like how they did it in the anime. There'd always be like those moments where Jet's always like preoccupied, and there's Spike like getting his ass kicked or in the middle of a fight or something like that. And they did a really good job with it and stuff like that. It was and Whitney, the mom, the con mom, was definitely like the VIP of the episode. Like the actress did a phenomenal job. Like,
yeah,
she did such a great job. She carried, like, I think the episode in terms of where it was going, in terms of like the lead and everything like that. And yeah, I think this one probably. I give it like a 6.5.
Okay, that sounds about right. But yeah, as far as this episode goes, the old Galileo hustle, I was pretty engaged the whole episode. You know, I wasn't doing a whole lot of talking because there was a little more than just the action happening, you know. So it was kind of nice. We were getting some of the plot points actually boiling, seeing what was going on and how oh my god, I can't even remember her name right now. No,
Faye.
No.
Yeah, Faye.
Julia,
yeah. You know, seeing how Julia actually is really feeling, she's bringing her feelings to the surface about how she's actively trying to get Vicious killed now. It's not just a let's wait and see what happens type deal with her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I definitely see that we all know how it plays out in the anime. But as far as this series, though, I'm very curious to see how this overthrowing of the elders plays out.
Yep.
Yeah. How that scene plays out. Yeah.
If it wasn't for Julia making a play against this coup de grace, I definitely say it was one of the other two bosses that was doing so. I wouldn't be surprised to see if Julia ends up getting double crossed and this solidifies she's trying to make
and
with.
That's exactly what I think is going to happen.
I'm very at this point. I am now officially invested and curious to see what sort of shit show this ends up to be at the end.
Yeah.
Not shit show in terms of how badly they butcher the ending, but shit show into just how many fucking people, how much shit hits the fan at the end here.
Yeah.
I love
have a lot of parties conflicting and being at one point that wasn't there before. So it'd be interesting to see how they incorporate all those.
I made the joke earlier, but I really do think we're gonna end up going Kill Bill here pretty soon, from what it sounds like. So
I'm ready. I'm ready for some bodies to drop.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of
bodies to the floor.
Yep. But besides that, like I was saying, I really did like the episode. It was just that whole that whole joke with the safe word thing took me out of what the episode, like what I was starting to like about the episode, which brings me to my next point, and I'm only going to say this once, and I'm not going to talk about it anymore for the sake of repeating myself every video. Cringe comedy for the sake of cringe comedy is not always a good thing. And I'm going to leave it at that, and I'm not going to say any more about it. That being said, because I liked the actual plot points coming to a surface this episode, plus the whole scene with Jet dancing and shit at the recital, I really like that. I'm going to give this a 7 overall. Same as the last episode for me, so.
I like how the ending with the videotape, you know, they did a good job with it, you know, because you see Faye's interest and you see the, and you know, their own interest, the crew's own interest, how they were invested into it as well. And I think you see that kind of like what Denton was talking about, where you got that like pack togetherness, where they just kind of were, you know, like, you know, just generally interested. And
they all thoroughly seemed to be there for each other this episode. Jet seemed sincerely hurt to find out that Faye had lied to him and brought somebody potentially dangerous to the crew on his ship after he trusted her.
Yep.
These are things I wish I would have seen 3 episodes in and not have seen them wait until episode fucking 7. We've got 3 episodes left. To start doing these things. So now I'm worried that these developments are going to feel a little rushed towards the end.
Yeah, which is fine if they would have, you know, kept going. But
they had
with
to
the
take a couple
cancellation,
episodes. Yeah. Take a couple episodes to introduce the character, and then a couple episodes for her to like fuck up, and then now it comes to the point where it's like, okay, now they almost have this understanding about one another, and now it's gonna finish out just like how it did obviously in the anime. So obviously that's what they're probably going to do with now 8, 9, 10 is play that. You're going to see no, I mean that's what the original did, or the, you know, original anime did, was, you know, they were all on each other, and then they all came together and they all realized, and then they eventually, you know, spoiler alert, they all went their own way at the end. So we'll see, you know, how that is and how they do that, you know. So
I am curious to know, and I am partially asking viewers directly right now, if you what the new viewers, people who have not seen the anime, what their pickup, how emotionally the videotape with the younger Faye hit them. Because it's not like it's something that's being built up too hardcore in this episode. I mean, you know that Faye's working towards getting her identikit. You don't know what's in it. Then she gets the videotape, and within 10 minutes we're watching it. Versus they get the episode and the end of they get the videotape at the end of one episode. Then the entire next episode is them trying to figure out what's on it. That lack of anticipation has to do something with the overall hit of the watching of the video, if I'm making sense. That build up in anticipation of what's on the videotape, what's Faye's past, what's that was lacking in this episode.
See, and that's the thing. They wanted the build up to be, are we really gonna find her kit thing, and then we find out about her past. But like you said, it wasn't the tape, so we didn't know. We couldn't have that some sort of like mysteriousness to a tape. Like if they would have said like, oh yeah, hey, there was a tape I saw in there, and there was like a tape. So it's like everyone's thinking, okay, now we gotta go find the tape and see what's on the tape, rather than just, oh, we gotta go find this kit that we thought, honestly, we are all talking about that didn't even really exist. So yeah. So
and again, keep in mind, I don't want to keep bringing it up. I brought it up in the first episode that we did, maybe the second, but I know I definitely brought it up with the first episode. But they're adapting the same story with 16 less episodes. We've got to keep that in mind. I mean, a 26 episode anime versus a 10 episode
Yeah, but
Netflix series.
but the episodes are also like 40 minutes, and anime episodes are 20, 23.
And there was meant to be
So
a
it's almost
second
20.
season. There was
Correct.
meant to be a second season to this also.
Right, so-
Yeah, and I'll edit this part out, but we do got to wrap up, guys, because I got to go clock out of work here. So after saying that, yeah, that's how we feel pretty much for this episode 7. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are Waifu Wawa, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Punch the notification bell.
Of course.
Punch it, slap it.
Yep, and like I said, we're Waifu Wawa, and we're out.
Later.
Where's she gone now?